turn right and left, and can't see Martin. Yeah. Right here.
I have done this before the side roads and all.
Rotherham Chantry Rifle, Pistol and Social Club. Not somewhere where you'd imagine finding people with visual impairments spending their free time. But today, this shooting club has opened its doors to members of the partially sighted and blind community for a tasting session of VI shooting. Using specially modified air rifles, which use sound rather than vision to get marksmen on target, as Charlie Blow, VI lead of the National Small Bore Rifle Association, explains.
The sight that you're using, what it has an infrared LED mounted at the target end, and the sight itself is a camera system which looks for that infrared point of light, and then it translates where it sees that to the centre of the camera vision into an audible signal. And the signal starts low, and the closer you get to the centre of the target, the signal gets higher and higher and higher. I'm anticipating that everybody will hit the target almost from square one, given the fact that we're going to give you some good guidance to do that, I hope. And it's a sport that you can take up from this level. This is sort of the entry level sport that we're going to demonstrate to you. In 2023, IBSA, the International Blind Sports Association, is holding a jamboree, or whatever they like to call it. It's like the World Games, basically, based in Birmingham, which will encompass as many blind sports, I think, as they can look, and it will have blind shooting. And that's going to be held at the Aldersley Stadium, which is the National Small Rifle Association's West Midlands Shooting Centre. And unlike the Commonwealth Games, which are based in Birmingham, I think in 2022, they've banned shooting, but they haven't banned shooting for the blind in 2023.
Along with visual impairments, other disabilities may also prevent people from thinking that they can take part in activities such as this. Be it mobility problems, or disabilities that affect coordination, Rotherham Chantry are proving that these barriers can be overcome.
If you put your finger on the front,
yeah,
every one of those
it's a hit.
is a hit.
Oh.
You can see how close they are.
Yeah.
There's a couple more here.
Okay. Oh.
But all in all, that's
Not too
about
bad.
3 inches apart, the widest.
Oh.
Dave Froggatt, the Coaching and Development Manager for the National Small Bore Rifle Association, explains further.
In terms of techniques, the way that the guys are shooting here today is shooting from what we call a Belgian stem, which is basically a tripod with a spring arrangement on the front, which makes it controls the movement of the rifle, but it also gives some flexibility so it doesn't make it too easy. You shoot that in a standing position, or you can shoot it from a chair if that's what you need to do. And what it does, it gives a little bit of stability to the rifle, but it also leaves some control to the shooter at the back end. And it's quite useful while people are learning to develop the technique and to learn all the other things around it. Listening for the sound in the earphones and getting themselves still. Moving on from that, there's a couple of other shooting positions that we do use. One is prone. Now, prone is normally done shooting lying on the floor. However, we've got an adapted version of that where we shoot in a very similar position for your upper body, leaning on the bench using a sling. And that's quite stable and gets quite good results. The further position that we use is a standing position, and that's more like what you'd see if you watch the Olympic air rifle shooting on YouTube, that sort of thing. And so people have been in a completely freestanding position, they're not leaning on anything whatsoever. For visually impaired shooting, the only real difference is the sighting system that's on the top of the gun. And as Charlie says, instead of having a set of sights that you look through, the eco-aim sight that we have on there turns the movement into sound. And so people can hear the high pitch at the centre of the target to make the shot at the appropriate time.
How much vision have you got?
I've got some peripheral, I've got no central at all. It has to be really close for me to see it.
If you're interested in getting involved with VI shooting, you can give Rotherham Chantry a call on 07974 528 30. That number again, is 07974 528 30. Or for more information about sight loss in general, give us a call at the Partially Sighted Society 01302 965 195 or visit our website partsight.org.uk.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it, yeah.
We're going to load it and then we're going to guide you onto the toilet so you can hear